The last type of problem we're going to do for area and perimeter is problems where you have irregular polygons. So either you have a bunch of shapes together like this, you have a shading problem like this, or there's some word problems where you find some areas and perimeters that way. So you just have to figure out how you can use the formulas you have to solve these problems. So the first one, we have to find the area and the perimeter of this shape here. And you can see it's not a rectangle, it's not a square. You just have to figure out how you can use your polygons you know to figure out the area and perimeter here. So we're going to do perimeter first. Now, before we can find perimeter, we have to figure out some missing pieces here. You can see we don't know this piece, and we don't know this piece. So we can't add all the sides up if we're missing two of them. So we have to go ahead and figure out what those would be. So if we find this green piece first, I think it helps to highlight all of the other pieces that are vertical, like that is. So that way you can visualize what this piece has to be. If this whole thing is 12, this is 2, this is 4, this has to be that last number that gets this side to equal 12. If this helps you, you can extend this side down and then bring your numbers over also. So I can say this piece would have to be 4, this piece has to be whatever makes this side equal 12, and that ends up being 6. The purple piece is a little bit harder to visualize, but there's a few things you can do to help you find that. So I need to find this piece, and these are the other horizontal pieces that I have. Now it can actually help me by finding this missing distance first. If this is 12 and this is 10, this has to be 2, which means this has to be 2. If this is 2, we're missing this piece, but this whole thing is 10, then this has to be 10 minus 2, which is 8. And once you find all your distances, you're just adding up all the numbers on the outside. So if I start here, I have 12 plus 12 plus 10 plus 6 plus 8 plus 4 plus 10 plus 2. You can add up all your sides to make sure you didn't miss any. And then we can add to get our answer. So we have 24, 34, 40, 48, 52, 62, 64 would be our perimeter. Now area, now that we've found those missing distances, that should be really easy. So to find the area, you need to find the area of each of these smaller pieces. You see how it's split into 3 rectangles now? Now you could split it any way you want. Maybe you split it down here, so you had a rectangle here, here, and here. But to find your area, you need to divide your shape into smaller polygons to start out. Then you just find the area of each of those polygons and add to get your total area. So I'm going to make this my first one, this my second one, and this my third one. So for my first area, it's a rectangle with sides of 12 and 2. So I can take 2 times 12, and that just gives me 24. For my second area, I have this rectangle here with sides of 4. Be careful not to use 12. It's just 4 and 2. So that's 8. And then my third area here is 10 by 6. So that gives me 60. Now to get my total area, I just have to add all of these up. So I get 24 plus 8 is 32, plus 60 is 92 for my area.